Right, I'm just gonna go off the bat, see what I feel like, and then just go with the flow. I've been listening to this song for about 4 days now. I've literally had it on repeat, near enough. And I'm just going to give my first impression. My first impression is that it just sounds like it's come from Ammo. At least that kind of era. That kind of album, it's just come from Ammo. Completely different kettle of fish from the last album. I know it says EP, but technically it's just really an album, isn't it? Post-Human, it's an album. Completely different feel, and that's all I can really say about it. It's just, that's how it is to me. I mean, I like it. It's generic. It's just like, here's an intro. Verse, chorus.
You know that I died for, I cried for, you know that I died for you.
Little bit of a screamy bit. A bit of a guitar near the end, which sounds cool. I like it. And then the song finishes. Are a lot of people going to like it? Probably not. Some people are going to go, I was expecting more. I was expecting this. And you'll have a lot of people that'll be whinging about it, going, I want you to do this from when 2008. I want you to do more of Count Your Blessings. I want you to do more of this. And it just annoys the fuck out of me when people kind of say shit like that all the time. I mean, you look at Bring Me the Horizon and you look at Asking Alexandria. Two bands on the same kind of spectrum of music they used to do and then music they do now. I mean, I can guarantee that if you look back at their music, and if they were doing the same music now as they were then, a lot of you, and a lot of people would be still going, oh my god, all these 30-odd-year-old men playing the same stuff they were when they were about 18, 19. How cringe is this? Or, god, they can't think of anything new musically. They just do the same thing over and over again. It's so boring. You can't win as a band. You really can't. Now, I prefer Bring Me the Horizon's newer stuff, and I prefer Asking Alexandria's newer stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean I don't appreciate some of the older stuff, because I do. I mean, I do. I mean, you know, I've liked Bring Me the Horizon since about 2009, I think it was, 2010-ish. Somewhere around about there. And I was a bit like, I like you, but you could be better. And they went like pop rock, hard rock, you know, not same as Asking Alexandria, dad rock, whatever you want to call it. And people that are always whinging about how the song sounds and how the bands kind of like progress their music and mature and their influences go, they don't understand how people, you know, progress with their musical tastes, their musical stuff and everything. Otherwise, if they're doing the same songs that we were doing years and years ago, they probably wouldn't be a band anymore. They'd be like, I'm bored of this, I'm gone. And they'd be done. Nobody wants that either, do they? Of course not. Of course not. What I would say to you people that kind of always kind of moaning about, I want this band to sound like this again, ignore the band. Pretend that band didn't make the song. Listen to a song for the song that it is, not for who did it. Then you might actually like it. I mean, a good example I can give for myself personally is that Chinese Democracy by Guns N' Roses. Now, we all know it's not really Guns N' Roses. We all know it's basically Axl Rose and his own little, you know, backing band, basically. As a Guns N' Roses album, big pile of shit as a Guns N' Roses album. Now, as an Axl Rose solo album, and for the song and the album that it is, pretending it's not meant to be Guns N' Roses, it's actually a good album. I actually quite like it, and it's really good. And that's how songs should be, and how all of you should look at songs. Not like Linkin Park's another example. Like you look at Linkin Park and people are like, oh, didn't do the same things as 2003 and it's not so hard and stuff anymore. I don't necessarily like all of some of the stuff they did as they got newer, but you have to listen to the song and take the song for what it is, not who made it. Like a song for the song. That's how it should be. That's how I'd like to think and try to do things. What does the song sound like? Do I think the song is good? Cool. ignore the band that made it. Otherwise, you've got preconceptions and meditated things in your head saying it must sound like this. If it doesn't sound like this, I don't like it instantly, and that's not how it should be. Back to the song, though. It's a difficult one. Like I said, it sounds like it's something from Ammo, and it sounds like a bit like if you listen to Ludens in Posthuman, that seemed out of place for me as well, because that was done before the pandemic and everything else, and a lot of the stuff for Posthuman was done where they were stuck inside and they they had time to collaborate with each other and write. And Ludens didn't seem like it was very embedded to be on that EP, personally speaking. It just felt a bit disconnected from the rest of the feel of the album. Whether or not this song is going to fit in Posthuman 2, again, it depends on what they decide to make the feel of it. It could be a case of it feels a bit more Ammo in its written, it's how this EP / album is written. Because, as time's gone on, and the pandemic has gone and whatever else, that they have had that ability to connect with each other again, and they've been able to see each other again, and and everything like that. So the way they've experienced the last 18, 19 months has then probably changed their writing ability again to whatever point, especially with with Ollie and Jordan. So I mean, as I said, as a song, it is very generic. It's just it just kind of goes, here's a little intro. I like the intro. It's cool. There's a bit of there's a little screamy bit in there. It could be a bit more raw for my it could be a bit more raw for my liking, but that's just how Bring the Horizon record and make their music now. It's not going to be over exaggerated, too high or too low. It's just it's in the middle. It sounds it sounds good, and that's what it is. The guitar bit near the end, it's I'm trying to think of what it sounds like to me. It's like a this is just basically my first thoughts and preview of this song. I don't even know how to review it if I was to review it. I just keep listening to it, and I'm a bit like, I don't know, maybe because I just think it's a bit it's just flat. I mean, I say I like the song, but maybe I just think the song is just generic Bring the Horizon Ammo kind of song. That's all I can explain with it. You know that I die for, I cry for, you know that I die for you. And it's just like, I am very singy, I am singy, you will like my song. You will sing it to me back when I played live with you. And that's literally how it is. I can understand it. It's catchy. It'll be a sing-along kind of song that people can, fans can sing to when it's played live. I get to see them on the 25th, so it'll be interesting to find out what it sounds like live. It'll probably sound a lot heavier when it's live as well, like a lot of their songs will, especially from the last couple of albums and everything. So yeah, that's just my little first thoughts on this song. It's not a lot, but it's better than me not saying anything at all. It'd be interesting to know your thoughts if you've already listened to it already yourselves, and maybe your thoughts if you're listening to this after you've already heard the song. Be interesting to know what you all kind of think. So yeah, there we go, done. Right, I'll see you guys again at some point, hopefully. Take care. Bye bye.